Hey all, Nuie here, and I know I'm a little bit late on this, but I'm just gonna be basically running through the new raid Observatory and all 4 bosses that are involved in that. I know I'm a little late, and this has been out for a while, and I'm sure there's tons of people who have done it and created videos for it and stuff, but as always, I want to make sure that my channel has all the resources involving most of the raids, if not all of the raids of Allods Online. So I'm gonna go over this for you guys and be able to I'm hoping to be able to offer any help to any new players or any lower geared players or any lower geared guilds that are struggling to complete this raid as a guild or struggling to get proper pug runs through it. So basically, this is the first boss of Observatory. It is the Dead King from if you've seen my Dead City tutorial, you will know that the Dead King is the secret boss in that. At the end of that, this is the same kind of boss, but was brought back with some new different tactics. The first of which is these green orbs, which explode and do large amounts of poison damage in an AoE around him. Now, the best way to avoid those is simply to move out of them. They do have about a 5 to 10 second cast time on them, so when they first spawn, you do have time to get out of the way of them, so you shouldn't be too worried about them. But they can pretty much one-shot the majority of players who are DPS and probably even healers. Tanks should be able to live through it, but I would still suggest avoiding it. The next thing that he has is those ads, as you just saw. There's actually two groups of ads. The first group of ads is skeletal warriors. They will come out, they do shred damage to the tank, or whoever is currently tanking the boss, which basically just means it reduces their defenses, like all their armor and stuff will be reduced. So killing them is pretty much priority whenever they come out, but then as soon as they die, he will switch back to this kind of just main tank phase, and he'll continuously periodically spawning those green orbs as well as these green circles, all of which do poison damage or natural damage if you're looking particularly for that. The other phase of ads, and this is currently going on right now, is these watchers. The watchers spawn these green pools underneath players. You can move out of them and you can avoid the damage from them, but other than that, they also do focused poison damage to particular players. It is random who they choose, so don't think that you can like manipulate it or force them to choose certain players. They will always choose like a random players in the raid. But basically, if you can kill them, you have the DPS kill them, you should definitely kill them. Otherwise, you should definitely try to coordinate with your raid and have your tank rotate around the outside of the ring, of this ring that's in the center, so that your DPS can avoid the poison, your healers can avoid the poison, and then you can still both take down the boss's damage as well as the tank the ads themselves. Now at 25%, the Dead King will be switched phases for his last phase. He will hop off of his horse and he will pull out his hammer, and that is when he will begin doing quite a bit more single target damage, as well as spawning these red circles on the ground and on particular players. Now, I'm pretty sure the actual skull and crossbones red circle can be dispelled, but the falling stones circles just need to be avoided. You just simply move out of them. You have significantly less time to move out of them than before, but if you have a bard who's running like as I am currently in this video, if you have a bard, you can kind of avoid the knockdown.
Heaven sent my residence, it's heaven, just visiting, blending.